don't know why, I feel some Top Gun vibes. There's no airplanes around here, but you know what? If you are looking for something that is 4x4 capable, has a very powerful yet efficient powertrain, comes in a cool retro design, it can go completely naked, doors off, tops off. There are very few production vehicles that can tick all those boxes. This is one of them. It's the Jeep Wrangler Willys 4xe, but not any regular Willys. This is the 41. One of the biggest differences between the regular Willys and the 41 is for sure the color. This is just called 41. You can only get the 41 in this color. If you get the regular Willys, you can choose quite a few different colors, but also different to this. You get the same color matched fenders. You also get the 33-inch wheels with the 17-inch colored wheels as well. You'll see the stenciled Willys 4xe on the hood. Now the 41 is to pay homage to the original Jeep MB. That's from 1941, where the Army ordered these vehicles. And there's lots of little Easter eggs paying homage to the 41. One big one, on the hood you have this black motif and has the 41 on the outline there. And that doesn't just look good, but it's also good to reduce glare when you're driving because it's a matte finish. Up front, you have a Rubicon style steel bumper here. It is rugged. We got rugged tow hooks. We have LED headlamps. And since this is 4xe, this does have a battery. So this is your level 2 charging port right there. Right underneath that, you'll see this is a true Jeep. It is trail rated. Like all Wranglers, these doors are removable, mostly for off-road use only. You gotta check with your area, your jurisdiction, if it's legal to drive with them on the road without the doors on. But to remove them, you can see, even they've actually embossed it right here. It's a T50 Torx, and they give you that tool, unscrew them and unhook, off they come. In the back, you get the nice full-size spare with the matching wheel. Absolutely love that. Recovery hooks in the back. Open this up. Besides the camera gear in here, you get that flip-up glass here. Your typical Wrangler. There's a place to put your drink here on the rear swing-out gate here, but not only that, there is this very cool plaque here, and this is once again another tribute to the original 1941. You can see the size difference. They've actually put them side by side here. You got your Army man, your American flag, built in Toledo, Ohio since 1941. There you go. That is a very, very cool plaque. On the inside of the Willys 41, it's very Wrangler-like, of course, because it is a Wrangler, but you do get some special touches, such as these unique cloth seats. I like the cloth insert they have in front of the passenger, and you have the 41 right on the gear shifter there. The Wrangler itself has a mixture of functionality and some modern technology, and it's mixed in very well. I haven't been in a Wrangler for quite a while, and I like what they've done with the screen. You have a mix of analog and digital for your driver's cluster. All your information's there on this PHEV. You have your range in electrical as well as for your gas. Everything's easy to see. And then over to the right, you have the latest Uconnect 5 system on a 12.3-inch screen. And they've integrated it really nice, which I like. It's not protruding out, so your visibility isn't hampered by a screen at all, but there's definitely a good amount of real estate. The system, as you can see, is very responsive. It's quick, and not only that, it's very, very fast to actually respond when you're hooking up your phone. There is all your information if you want to see your power flow, your driving history, everything that has to do with the electrical mode right there. So that's also nice. We have a dashboard for off-road pages if we want to actually check out our off-road. We have our steering angle. As you can see, it's all live information here. And this is equipped with the rear axle locker right there. And then there's our transfer case, and we can control that right from the middle console here. But lots of information here. You get your coordinates as well as your altitude. That's always very nice too. But I love how crisp the graphics are on this. So crisp. This does have a backup camera. However, one kind of downfall, and I can't find anywhere that you can actually add it on, you cannot get either a 360 or a off-road camera, meaning a camera on the front of the vehicle. And that is very, very handy, especially if you're off-roading, when you're going over crests and you're not sure what's on the other side, or both that and a corner, or navigating with rocks. It's just really nice, especially if you're driving by yourself and you don't have a spotter with you. I wish that they could give you an option just to even add that on. You'd have to go into like the Rubicon to get that type of feature, but otherwise, like the climate control is dual climate control. You have the window controls in the center. Of course, these doors come off, as we mentioned. And of course, you can also take off. This is equipped with the 3-piece hardtop, the Freedom roof. And the nice thing about it is you can actually take off even individual panels. I've got just this one open right now. This one is actually on, and that third large piece in the back, you do need some extra help to actually get that one off. But so I can't really take that one off at this time. So yeah, if you take off all the roofs and the doors, it does look very, very cool though. Other than that, this particular Willys 41 is very well equipped, including an Alpine stereo, and you even have the actual speakers built right into the center roll bar here. So yeah, lots of utility, just like a Wrangler. Unbuckle the hood latches. Underneath the hood, you will get a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. And when you match it to the electrical system, because this is a plug-in hybrid for the 4xe, that consists of a 17.3 kilowatt hour lithium battery, as well as 2 electric motors, you get 375 combined horsepower. But here's the best thing, 470 pound-feet of torque. That is the most torque in the Wrangler lineup. And yeah, it really is noticeable. With the system, you can run EV only, which will give you 35 kilometers or 21 miles of just electric only driving. And that's pretty decent. Now, that can be handy for when you're actually in the city, for instance, because this is an off-road vehicle. We have the big 33-inch tires on it. They're not the most aerodynamic vehicles, so they don't normally get greatest fuel economy either. But with the addition of this PHEV system, it's very, very welcome, and it does help out when you just overall, if you plug this thing in every night, even with the 110, you're going to have 35 to 40 kilometers of range every day. And also, you can also save the range as well. If you want to save the electricity, so when you get into the city, for instance, or if you're going to go off-roading, that's where the big benefit is. So say you use the gas, you save it, and when you get to the trails, you put into EV only. Why do you want to go to EV only? Well, when you're in the trails, we're talking like slow 4-wheel driving. We're not talking, screaming V8, climbing up sand dunes, jumping your Jeep type of power. I understand that. That's very cool. But when you're in just the trails, it's so nice to really just live that mantra of, tread lightly. You can experience what the truck is actually doing. You can hear the suspension. You can hear the wheels, any type of slippage, or, when you're climbing on rocks, anything like that. Plus, if you are, let's say, doing some crawling and you're using spotters, you can hear people actually. You can hear your passengers, but more importantly, you can hear your spotters telling you which way to turn if there are any hazards, because it's just so silent. And it's just nice to be kind of like one with nature when you're off-roading. So full disclosure though, I did not take this 4xe off-road. There's just nowhere around in the Lower Mainland here in British Columbia that I can get to that's not a private course, or that's a private area. Even the areas that I actually went to that I went previously, they've closed them down. They're gated off now. So if you are watching this and you're from the Lower Mainland, I've asked this before, seriously, if maybe you're an off-road club, if you have an area that I could test an off-road vehicle, hey, we can even do a review together. Even just DM me. I won't disclose where it is, just so not everyone goes there, but I would really love to actually put these vehicles to the test, what they're meant to do. But yeah, I have taken a Wrangler off-road, and of course they are one of the most capable vehicles. Now on this one, it is not the most off-road capable, but it's still trail rated, so you have no issue there. We do have a locking rear diff on here. We have a full-time automatic 4 high if we want. We also have 4 high. We have a 4 low. We also have this thing called Off-Road Plus, which apparently when you activate it, it allows you to actually go higher speeds in 4-wheel drive. That's also a benefit here. But yeah, it's got all the goodness of all the regular goodness of a Wrangler, except if you were, let's say, getting the Rubicon, you would get that sway bar disconnect, for instance. You'd also get lockers all around. But for the most part, this has everything other than that off-road camera. I really wish that they had that for this. Ride-wise, it rides just like any other Wrangler. The experience is great. You sit up nice and high. You do have a little bit of visibility issues because your fenders drop down a little bit on the Wrangler. It's just, once you get used to it, you just know. But if you're just going just by the hood, what you see is not what you get, because you're actually quite a bit wider than just what you see on the hood there. Of course, the open top experience is always welcome. Absolutely love that for sure. So are there any disadvantages of the Willys? Well, other than that camera, the only thing, I'm not going to say this is a disadvantage, but something to know, this is not an inexpensive vehicle. All right, so on top of the regular Willys, the 41 adds almost $5,000 onto there. And then when you add on options like the convenience package, a safety package, we also have the rock rails on here. When all the options are added up, this will come, as tested here, just above 76,000 Canadian dollars. So not inexpensive, but hey, Jeeps are not inexpensive in general. And the best thing about Jeeps are the resale. They have excellent resale value. And I would say, this Willys 41 is also a limited production. And yes, you're paying almost $5,000 more, but with the high resale for Jeeps and the fact that it's limited, I think it's a pretty safe bet, that down the road, the rarity of this vehicle is actually just going to make this vehicle just retain its value more and maybe even increase in value, over time one day. When I've been driving around all week, I've been noticing a lot of Jeeps on the road. Love it. And, a lot of people wave, but only one Willys 41. You can't miss it. And that's cool. If you want something very unique and special, if the dealerships have any more in stock, I would definitely hit them up and grab a Willys 41. That's it for our look at the Willys 41. Make sure, leave a comment and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the comment. And also send me an email or a message if you have somewhere we could test a vehicle like this. And we could do a joint review. I think that would be a lot of fun. So hope to hear from you. Ciao. Like always, if you enjoyed this video or any content on the channel, I have a lot of videos and not just automotive. We have tech, outdoor equipment, including robotic lawnmowers and snow blowers, and even travel, so something for everyone. I would really appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. It's completely free, and it allows me to continue creating more content like this for you. Hope to see you on the next video. Bye.